Okay, good day, class. Let's continue our discussion on derivatives. So this is the final topic no for midterm. And then hatagalan ta mo copy for katong list of derivatives for all the trigonometric functions. Wala na ako siya discuss pero basically mo to siya ang list of derivatives ato. At I think at the end na po tayo summary sa mga rules and all about derivatives. Okay, so let's go to general power rule. Okay. I want you to recall, class, the power rule na to. So recall, we have here um, the derivative of our x to the n, no? So, na, di ba? Atong goal, ana, is every function that we have, example, x to, or square root of x, or whatever x, you want to rewrite it in this form, no? So that we can apply the power rule. Okay? So that is equal to, di ba, i-bring down yung n, which is the exponent, multiplied by x raised to n minus 1. Okay? This is our power rule. Now, the general power rule, class, is basically the power rule that is more general. It's funny. Pero, ang imuhang, the idea here is, maski unsa pa nga function ang atong gamitan, atong kung anong derivative or atong i-differentiate, the more the more general approach to getting the derivative is the general power rule. So regardless if x na siya or polynomial, okay, that is raised to a certain exponent n, then we can use the general power rule. Ang kining power rule, class, actually is derived from general power rule. Given that the function of x that is being differentiated, it's just x lang, no? X lang ba? I mean, kung fauna na to exponent, class, x ra gid siya. But here's atong general power rule. Ang atong y, class, is equal to a function of x, say u of x, no? Raised to a certain exponent n, where u is a differentiable function of x, meaning dili ra ni siya x. It could be 3x squared plus 1, okay? And then raised to a certain number n. Abutan na to the fourth power, okay? You cannot use this direct power rule, no? Because the power rule states that it should just be x raised to n. So what are you gonna do about it? This is now your u of x. Pare sa atong mga previous example, previous rule no nga, mag-let u ta ba sa atong chain rule. Nga nagyapon diri sa general power rule. So, ang nabag-ura ni class is that when you want to get the derivative of y, no, kini imong y, u of x raised to n, all you have to do is bring down n, pareha gyapon sa power rule, bring down n, copy imuhang u raised to n minus 1, same na di ba? Same ang power rule. It's just that naka-extra diri. We should get the derivative of u with respect to x. Okay. So after applying the power rule, you differentiate this one and multiply ni siya diri. And that's your derivative of y. Okay, or kung para dali tan-awon, you have here u prime na siya. Okay, kana siya. So, as I've said before, class, imong power rule is derived from your general power rule. Example. Excuse me. Example, we have this, we have y is equal to x squared, no? And kung nakalimot ka, ani nga rule, kaning power rule, nya, imo na dyan dumduman kay general power rule, mas safe noon ka na. Because if we use the general power rule here, the derivative of this is y prime, di ba? And using this, ang makuha na to is 2, bring down to no, x raised to 2 minus 1, right? Excuse me, class, sorry. Now, atong u is kani. Okay? Kanang gi-raise nimo to a certain exponent. So if you want to get du over dx, all we gotta do is replace u with x because atong u by x man. Okay? And actually, that is equal to 1. Okay, balik na din. So we have dx over x. Again, the derivative of u with respect to x kine is just the derivative of x with respect to x because this is our x. Yeah, that is equal to 1. So therefore, mo y prime is just equal to 2x. Okay? So again, kining power rule na to class is derived from your general power rule where your u is equal to x. Now, what if dili siya equal to x? Ingani. Okay, we have here f of x is equal to 3x minus 2x squared raised to 3. Okay? So, dili man na nato diretso ma-applyan o power rule again because the quantity or the expression that is raised to 3 is not equal to x. Okay? It's a polynomial. So meaning, we just let this as u. Let na to nag-u class. Okay? So that is our u. This 3x minus 2x squared. Therefore, our f of x class, f prime, sorry, f prime of x, the derivative of f of x, is equal to bring down 3, copy u, raised to 3 minus 1, okay? And then du over dx. Okay, that is 3u squared. Yeah, that is a derivative of, unsa man na tong u, that is 3x minus 2x squared. And that is 3. Pwede na natin ibalik ang equivalent sa u class, which is 3x minus 2x squared because, again, atong final answer should be in terms of x. Wala na kay u dapat. And then the derivative of 3x minus 2x squared is, of course, kani siya kay 3. 3 lang. And then kini bring down ang 2. So may mo siyang 2 times to 4. Okay, we have 3 minus 4x. I think by this time, dapat easier na sa inyo pag-solve of derivative class. Okay? And then, sorry, napaday square derivative class. Right? So, I guess this is the final answer. So, pwede na i-delay simplify, dili na ni-expound class. Eh. Taas ra kayo. Okay? Basta na-differentiate na ni mo muna na siya. Okay, let's have another one. Okay, we have here y is equal to the cube root of x squared minus 1. Nag-square pa siya. Okay, uh, how do you solve this? First is maglat sa tag-u, no? Katong whole expression nila sa radical sign. Mototog mo u. Para siya. Okay, that is u is equal to x squared minus 1. So that would be, ang y nato is just the cube root of u squared. Now, how do we rewrite that in the form u to the n? Okay. So exponent, the exponent divided by the index, diba? So that is u raised to 2/3. Okay. So y prime here must be equal to, kani siya. Okay. Atong i-differentiate ni that is 2/3, bring down ang exponent, copy ang u, and then that would be 2/3 minus 1, okay, du over dx. And then this is 2/3 u raised to negative 1/3, di ba? 2/3 minus 1. And that is a derivative of our x squared minus 1. Balik na to ang value sa u. Same is true here. Kani class, because this is negative 1/3, ato ni i-bring down, no? Bring down. Okay. So that will become 3 cube root of u. Okay. And then the derivative of x squared minus 1 will be 2x minus 0. Okay, can it 2x for x squared and then 0 for 1. And then again, balik na po nato ang, diretso na to multiply class. This will become 2x lang, no? So multiplied by 2, that will become 4x. So that is 4x all over 3 cube root of, ibalik yung mga expression sa u para ma-x na siya tanan. Okay, so that is your general power rule. So all you have to do, class, ang pinaka-importante na bito, Jud Ani, when you solve for derivative or when we differentiate, is you know the general power rule, the chain rule, and kung kabalo na kaana, given nga kabalo ka sa product rule, quotient rule, na. All you have to remember is the general power rule and the chain rule and you're good to go, basically. Okay? Medyo mag-take time lang nga mag-memorize ka sa mga derivative, especially sa trigonometric function. Pero, once you solve a lot of problems, it will be embedded sa inyong mind, no? So all you have to do is practice, 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 solve, solve, solve. Okay, so let's have another one. I think this is the last example. Medyo taas-taas na siya class. Ano? Because this is a rational, no? Awagan yung rational function ang nasa solid. So, um, sige, maglatag U1 ni class. So, kaning whole thing here, mo ni atang imong U. Okay? So, that is U is equal to 3x minus 1, x squared plus 3. Okay? Para mahimo na lang imong y nga U squared. Very simple, U squared. Therefore, your y prime will be 2u raised to 2 minus 1 d over dx. Okay? Ang ato lang ko na ato lang challenge is ang pagkuha sa derivative sa u, no, in terms of x. Okay, so this is y prime is equal to 2u. Okay, raised to 2 minus 1, that is just 1, di ba? Nakay 2u dira. Okay, and then derivative of u. Okay, derivative of u plus, medyo taas, this is 3x minus 1. Yeah, x squared plus 3. Now, to get the derivative of this, we will use the quotient rule, di ba? Because that is, dili siya nga naka-straightforward, like the product rule or constant rule, okay? We have a numerator, denominator that are both function of x. So, using the quotient rule, ako lang sa nang ilisan ang u diri class that is 3x minus 1, x squared plus 3. Okay, balik lang ako siya dira. And then in getting the derivative of this one, using the quotient rule, of course, we use the low d high minus high d low. No? Low, which is x squared plus 3. D high, derivative of 3x minus 1 minus high, which is 3x minus 1. Derivative of low, which is x squared plus 3. All over low squared, that is x squared plus 3 squared. Okay. So kana no, mag-differentiate na po ta within this whole expression. So that would be kini class kining 2 dire ako na lang distribute diri daan ha. Ana. That will be 6x minus 2 all over x squared plus 3. Okay? And then sa sulod, we'll have copy x squared plus 3. Okay? Derivative of 3x minus 1 class, that will be just be 3. Diba? Minus 0. Okay? Minus 3x minus 1, yung derivative sa x squared plus 3 will be 2x plus 0. Okay? All over x squared plus 3 squared. Okay, so makasimplify na ito ng sulod class, that is 6x minus 2 sa gawas, x squared plus 3. Okay, we will have distribute ang 3 class, that is 3x squared plus 9 minus, distribute ang 2x, that is 6x minus 2x. Ay, 6x squared yan. All over x squared plus 3 nga naka-square. And then, muna ba ta? Wala pa di ay. Ma-simplify pa rin nato further class, no? Ma-combine na itong mga x squared. So, we'll get 6x minus 2, x squared plus 3. Okay. Ang sulod na yung class would be, okay, kani, combine na to 3x squared minus 6x squared, di ba? That is negative 3x squared. Wala na dayon. Kining negative o negative 3, mahimo na positive, no? If you distribute. So, i-arrange na ako siya based on an exponent. That will be plus 2x. Plus 9 na dayon. All over x squared plus 3 squared. Okay. Pwede na mauna yung answer, pero pwede pa man na ito ma-simplify. Pwede man na siya ma-cube, di ba? So, the final answer would be, ladili na siya kayo, class. Atong i-resize. Okay. So that would become y prime, that is 6x minus 2 multiplied by negative 3x squared plus 2x plus 9 all over x squared plus 3 cube. At ato lang gikuan class kini, pareha na sila. Sige, cube lang ako. And basically, this is now our answer. Okay, so that would be for the example now. Okay, ang chain rule na to class would be Akin siya kay mura naman siya o ganang reminder lang no. I have list of trigonometric functions, so derivative of trigonometric functions. Akong gi-mention ganina, ako rin hatag sa inyo. Ha. Pero kung wala na siya nag-U class, kung kani siya kay X lang na siya, dali ra kay hinumduman kay mahimo naman siyang 1. So dapat sin x, di ba? Iyahang derivative is cosine x. Ana lang. And then kini kay 1 naman na if x na siya. Pero since u man na siya, kay mag-multiply pa ka o u prime na sa gawas. Same is true with other trigonometric functions, okay? So kung tangent x, that is secant x squared. Okay, and this 1. But this is, again, the more general approach. No? This is the chain rule. Okay. So, ala, nalagay na sa agreeing na chain. Okay, so ayan, ang atong, kasi mag-example lang taan ni class, na siya. Di ba, we know that the derivative of cosine x. No. Recall, no? Derivative of cosine x is equal to negative sine x, di ba? Pero if that is u, cosine u, that is negative sine u, niya multiplied by u prime. Okay? In this case, that is x minus 1 ang sulod. So, dili na ito madiretso ani. So, therefore, we have to go through the chain rule. So, u will be x minus 1. So, that y would be cosine u. Okay? Y prime will be negative sine u. Yeah, u prime. U prime is du over dx. So, that is negative sine. Ito lang yung i-bracket class. Bracket na to. That is sine of x minus 1. Balik na ako. And then u prime will be the derivative of u with respect to x niya. Atong u ana is x minus 1. So, y prime, sorry. That is negative of sine x minus 1. Ang derivative ani is equal to 1 minus 0. 1 minus 0. So, that is 1 lang gihapon, di ba? 1. So, therefore, ang atong y prime is just equivalent to negative sine of x minus 1. Now, this is a rare case nga ang imuhang derivative no nga ay imuhang cosine x minus 1 kay negative sin x minus 1 gihapon. Mura na siya ging ani. Kung nasave pag solve pa, makuha na nimo siya dili siya ani. Pero you have to go through the chain rule gyud. The reason why mura siya naing ani kay imo mo derivative sa x minus 1 kay 1 na magud gihapon. Pero kung naka-x squared na ka diha, mao na dili na gid nimo pwede magamit. So, kini na timingan lang gyud nga atong derivative sa u is also equal to 1. So, wala tay problema. Pero kani gid ang imong gamiton, the chain rule. Okay? Okay, here, okay. Let's have this application sa chain rule, a repeated application. Wait lang class, sorry, naging guys. Okay, so okay, so let's have this example. That is sine of 40 cube. Okay, you can write this in this manner for class, no? Para dili mo malibungan sa inyong ilet ba? Okay, this sine of 40 cube. Okay, so before sa tamagunahon na unsay sulod aning kuan class, unsay sulod ani, unsay sine niya ba, unsay angle niya. Ato sa siyang i-consider, yung gikan ta sa pinaka gawas bitaw, kini siya is raised to 3. So, kung kanala mo i-consider, regardless kung unsa na siya, sa imong sign, kaya na po na siya issue ganina, ayon niya, kini siya, we can use the general power rule, di ba? Which is that if you let sine 40 as u, we will have y is equal to u cube, right? Now, if you want to get the y prime, again, ayaw sa na-imine of 40 diha, we will get 3u, 3 raised to 3 minus 1, diba? Multiplied by du over dx. Okay? So, ibalik na to ang u no nga value that is 3 times sine 40 squared. Okay? And that is multiplied by the derivative of u, which is the derivative of sine 40. Ayan na din na siya problema. Pag mugawas na po na imuhang differentiation dira nga process. Okay? So, we differentiate sine 40, dili na siya directly man mo ma-differentiate, no? Dili man na pareha sa imuhang recall na punta class. Recall um, the derivative of sine x is equal to cosine x. Sorry class, dapat dahil kuan ko consistent ko sa atong kuan sa atong variable. The independent variable here di ay is t dili x. Sa ato na ilisan og t. Pwede malanan t. Okay. So and then here po is t raya. T. Okay. So atong independent is t. Now, again, balik ta, we want to differentiate sine 40 with respect to t. So we cannot use this directly. Moagi taog, moagi taog katong chain rule. Okay? Where we let, now, naglet na mga tag yung kaganing na class ka sine 40, lahi na ba itong variable nga i-let? Pwede ta mag-let ani og v, for example. Okay? So, v na to will be 40. So, kung ato sa siyang i-isolate class, pero mas not din na to i-isolate. Hindi na to isolate para diretso-diretso taog para usa na tanan. Okay? So, that would be y prime na to no is 3 sine 40 squared. Yeah, that would be the derivative of sine v, di ba? Sine v. Okay. So, we will get 3 sine 40 squared. Actually, pwede na ako ibutang diri ang 2, pero later na lang. And the derivative ani class, remember, naglaylayan tag variable ha, pero the same rule applies. The derivative of that is, that would be cosine. Ito, recall na po ta class. That is sine u. Okay? That is cosine u niya u prime. Okay? So in this case, the derivative of sine v with respect to t will be ing ani. Cosine v. Okay? Cosine v niya v prime. Okay? Cosine v niya v prime. Gikan aning chain rule na to. Alright, so 3 sin, ako lang putang klase sin squared 40, parihara man na siya ani nga expression. Okay. And then, we will get cosine, isulod na ko parentheses para dito malibog. That is cosine niya. Balik na ko ang value sa v, which is 40. Okay. The v prime class will be the derivative, no, with respect to t of 40. Kani atong let diri. So, that will just be equal to, kani siya, 4 lang na siya, di ba? Okay? So if that is 4, that is 3 sine squared 40 lang. Cosine 40 niya multiplied by 4. So that means, kining 4, pwede na ito ma-multiply sa 3. So you'll get 12 sine squared 40 cosine 40. That is our y prime. And that is one of the many examples of where we apply chain rule repeatedly. Okay. So here are some exercises. You can practice this, and kung maka-answer mo class, how do you check na ay website online na maka-input mo og equation, and then it will give you an answer on say derivative ana. So I think that would be derivative, basta derivative online, derivative calculator di ay. Okay? So kung gusto lang mo i-check inyong answer ba if tama ba gyud. Okay, and then here's a summary of differentiation rules. Okay, dili na ako ni discuss isa-isa kay nakuha naman na siya. So basically, this is the summary. O kung pwede mo magtapad ani class when you're solving, pero not during exam ha. Okay, okay, so that would be the end. I will explain to you the PIT. So I will upload now di ay. Kung na ako na-upload. Ang PIT ninyo, okay. Okay. So here, sa itong main folder, which is Math 111, I folder sa folder ng exam and solutions. Naadra ang PIT midterm. Okay, so I'll explain briefly karon. So there are five numbers, two numbers under the continuity nga topic, and then three numbers under the derivative. So what you're gonna do, class, muna ko instruction. All you have to do is solve all the problems in your group. Okay. So during the PIT presentation next week, I will pick one problem for continuity, no, for each letter, and one problem for derivative. So isa ane o isa dire. Randomly lang, no? And then I will ask each member to explain parts of the process. So basically, for example, si member number one, solve number one. For example, number one under continuity. So wala pa siya naman ang solve, ako na siyang mangutan on na yung ana, and then I will let member number two to finish the solution and so on. Explain lang yapon. Okay. So basically, all members of the group must know how to solve. So why do I do that? Because I know some of you laylay mong pacing ba, uban dali makasabot, uban nga medyo mag-take time. So, in your group, mag-collaborate mo, magtinudluay mo, so that all members know how to solve all the problems. Okay? Mauna akong point sa inyo ang PIT. And then, also, inyo pong communication skills. So, how are you going to explain it to me? How are you going to solve and relay what you know? Okay? So, ayan na lang. I think that will be all for the instruction sa PID. Yeah, I'll just let you know if na ay mga further pa din nga instruction. So that would be all. Thank you.